hell? Why? Okay, I never even seen a blue background before. Sure.
Welcome to Mario Kart!
Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome to a bonus part of Mario Kart 64. Today we're here to take a look at the multiplayer mode in the game, and I brought along not one, but two people for this one. So go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hey guys, I'm Matt from Matt's LP Adventures.
And I'm Return Unique.
I literally thought you were going to start this part off like you just did a couple seconds ago, but like, the hell is with all the blue background? You should post the clip of it. That was funny.
Yeah, I mean, let's just say we're going to be in for a treat for this multiplayer session because there are some interesting quirks to Mario Kart 64's multiplayer here via the PC port of the game that I've been playing for this whole series, the Spaghetti Kart here. And to start with that, I want to at least jump into talking about a little bit of some of the stuff with the two-player game here, as there's not very much of a need for us to focus on this one, as it's essentially the same as just playing the game in single player, but now you have a second person with you. So before we begin playing this game in this said multiplayer session, we should just briefly go over how the Mario Grand Prix mode here works in the two-player option of Mario Kart 64. So, just like single player, you can play the Mario Grand Prix in multiplayer, but only up to 2 racers at any given time. But playing it this way actually makes the Grand Prix races a lot easier. This is because now there's 2 of you racing through each and every single track. So, now you have double the opportunity to place first, second, third, or fourth to move on to the next round, as only one of the 2 racers actually needs to get one of these qualifying positions, because normally if you get 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th, you have to retry the course until you get 4th or higher. But in multiplayer mode, since 2 of you now are racing to get one of those 4 top slots, if one of you gets one of those top slots, it doesn't matter how good or bad the other player does in the same race, you will move on to the next round. So in a lot of ways, playing the Grand Prix mode in Mario Kart 64 is actually easier if you're playing in multiplayer. But there will be some graphical downgrades while playing Grand Prix mode in multiplayer simply due to just hardware limitations of the Nintendo 64. But outside some graphical differences here and there between single player and multiplayer, the Grand Prix plays the exact same. But one thing to be concerned about is that if you do place 5th place or lower, and your friend also places 5th place or lower in any given race in the Grand Prix, then that is when you're going to have to retry that said race until you get 4th or better. So just like in the single player mode, you do need to get one of those top slots, but you can also retry until you get one of those top slots. And once again, it doesn't matter which one of you gets a top slot, just one of you needs to qualify for the next round. But at the end of every race, your points get added up in the same way as they do for the single player mode for Grand Prix, and by the end of 4 different races, you will see who is the victor for that overall cup. So, running through the very first cup in the game here as an example, the Mushroom Cup, Mario and Luigi placed in 2 different slots. Luigi won the Grand Prix overall, taking 1st place, so he will be awarded the gold trophy. Mario ties for 4th place, so Mario is not going to be on the podium at the end, but he will be in the castle courtyard area for the victory results off in the distance. And whoever wins the Grand Prix overall, this is the trophy that will count towards your completion for any of these said cups in the Grand Prix mode. So player 2, being Luigi, got the gold trophy here in the Grand Prix mode, which means that we got the gold trophy overall in this said mode of the game. But that's basically it for the said mode. One other thing to mention before we start a multiplayer session here in Mario Kart 64 is that there are some differences between playing the game with 2 players and playing the game with 3 players or 4 players, and that is all down to limitations of the Nintendo 64 hardware. A lot of it has to come down to a lot of visuals being downgraded, so the more players you have in the game, the harder the N64 needs to work, so they have to make some compromises, unfortunately. And one of the big compromises is that both versus mode and battle mode, when you're playing with 3 players or 4 players in Mario Kart 64, doesn't feature any music. But if you are playing in the 2-player versus mode or Grand Prix mode, you will have music, same for battle mode. It's just a problem when you're playing with 3 or 4 players due to memory limitations. Some other factors do change as well, like Calamari Desert. The train in that said level only has the front engine part, doesn't have all the different carts attached to the back of the track like it would in single player, again, due to memory limitations of the Nintendo 64. But since we're playing the unofficial PC port here, Mario Kart 64, via Spaghetti Kart, then we are able to actually restore a lot of the cut content for multiplayer mode due to those memory limitations, add back on graphical elements from stages, add back in the music to actually experience these multiplayer levels as you would in the single player. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get this multiplayer session started. Now with the 2-player stuff out of the way, let's just go ahead and jump into a 3-player game. 3-player and 4-player functions the same. You don't have the option of Mario Grand Prix here, but you do have versus and battle mode. And for this video, we're going to be taking a look at the versus. Once you unlock the extra mode or mirror mode, you can play it here as well, just like the other modes, but we're just going to go with traditional 150cc.
Yeah.
Do we have to?
I mean, we can play mirror, which is just a slower mode of the game. You want to play in 100cc, but flipped? I'm good. So, you know what? Let's just have a healthy mix. So I'll be Luigi for this one. So we got a middleweight, we got a lightweight, and we got a heavyweight. So, decent, fast, worst. And now we can pick a course. So I'll start the pick off because I actually want to pick a course that has an actually interesting change here for multiplayer. And that will be Calamari Desert. Okay, I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. This is a visual trip I did not expect.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go. We're fine. We're fine. So that already kind of starts the... This version has some interesting quirks issue, as I mentioned to start this video. But we'll get into some of that as we're gonna play. You might already see some of it with DK specifically.
Woo!
So in Spaghetti Kart, the Player 3 and Player 4 screens unfortunately have some visual bugs at the current time of playing. You're still on the Alfredo Alpha 0.9.9.1 version of the game, so it's still like a pretty early alpha.
I love that these things have freaking pause to name me schemes.
Right?
Oh yeah, I love the naming scheme for this decomp. It's amazing.
How did you get lightning?
I was in 3rd.
Yeah, this is technically the worst place. In versus mode, you can only race against humans, so you were in last place, and that's pretty common in last.
Luigi, quit driving backwards.
It is you that's driving backwards, Donkey Kong. You just see the world in reverse. I unfortunately ran into a bomb. Something that's exclusive in the versus races are bombs just in the middle of the field, so you have to avoid driving into them at any given time, which can be a little annoying. Another thing is, if you've played this game growing up on the N64, any of the multiple re-releases over the years, you may be wondering, why is there more than just one piece of this train? Because Calamari Desert didn't really have much of its train in multiplayer, and that was due to a memory limitation. Here in this version of the game, there's no multiplayer features cut out, and that is a set option that we have on. So this allows the full train to work, Jumbotrons would work correctly too, if this version didn't have some graphical glitches at the moment. And also the music's playing here, because normally music would not exist in multiplayer. It would just be pretty quiet if you're playing with anything past 2 players.
I don't know why, that was so weird.
Well, all of it was memory limitations.
I really never even noticed that in all my years playing this game multiplayer.
Yeah.
You really don't when you're just in the middle of just racing.
It didn't really get fixed on the emulator for like the Switch either.
No, because it's just emulating the original game, so all issues are still there.
Sorry.
I had a feeling I was gonna get hit. I really had to try and push, like, I hope you don't notice I was in front, but yeah, I had a feeling that would happen.
I was shaving that last shell for you, Lester.
Wait, there's no two Luigis!
Yeah, another part of the visual bugs in this is that the icons get a little glitched out for multiplayer. So, yeah, HUD's gonna be disappearing a little bit. Multiplayer images are gonna be a little bit off, so Yoshi is technically Luigi in disguise. It's interesting. Well, since Donkey Kong won, you get to pick the next course, Amber.
I forget what the Star Cut has.
That has Wario Stadium, Sherbert Land, Royal Raceway, and Bowser's Castle.
Oh, yeah. Let's go to Royal Raceway.
Is the audio messing up for you guys? Because I'm hearing the result music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also, audio glitch. When you're in the menu, it keeps the victory result music as well. So there's a lot of things that do need to be fixed, and it should be fixed in due time. At the current moment we're recording, we have some interesting bugs. But it's still a better way of playing the game when you can play in widescreen, and also have higher frame rates than 30.
I'm just waiting for that Alfredo update.
With sauce, apparently.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the one with sauce may add more features, but maybe the Parmesan cheese is the one that's the bug fixes that we want.
I'm waiting for the meatball update.
Fortunately, booze in this version don't let you go in off-bound areas like that grass cut I just did without losing speed.
I'm waiting for that meatball update.
Oh geez, the meatball update would add a spicy new mode. That'd be cool.
Can you stop?
Even harder CPUs.
And even more lightning to flash your eyes.
Oh dear God, that's just a harder CPU option as I experienced for the mirror mode.
What? I didn't even...
Oh my God, I just had to look at DK when he spun out there because of the timing being correct when you land. Just seeing him spin out with the glitchy model, it was worth it. Do it again.
No. Make Yoshi do it.
Ah!
Exactly.
TK's like, I don't know which way's right and which way's left.
I'm a monkey. I'm not supposed to drive. Oh, dear. Did you get messed up there too, Matthew?
Yeah.
This course is pretty hard to drive, honestly, because there's a lot of twists and turns in it, and also when you're close to the water, it just counts you at that point as on a slippery slope. They just fall straight in the drink if you're not careful.
Well, this is going to be an interesting video for you, Lester.
I haven't played Mario Kart 64 in like
Years.
so please forgive my rustiness. I forgot how slippery. Oh my God, I forgot how slippery this game is.
It is very slippery. When you play a lot of the newer games and then go backwards to this one, it takes some adjustment to get used to the controls again.
I never thought I'd have to say that about Mario Kart 64, a game that I love. Be like, man, this game has not aged well.
Oh my God.
No, it has
Stop
not.
it.
That's why it's a game that I have a harder time recommending nowadays because of how much it's aged, but it's still a good time. Okay, I love how your mushroom gets eaten up when you go off a slope too, because the game just doesn't know what to do. I'm just watching these two just try to get through because, yeah, it's, needless to say, a jungle course of a course.
How did I hit myself with my own red shell?
Yeah, that is something I don't miss because they kind of stopped doing that after, I think actually Super Circuit, because that can still happen in Super Circuit when you drop it as a trap.
I don't understand that. How do you hit yourself with your own... Oh my God, Lester, you lapped me. Holy crap.
Yeah. We're having, like, internet issues over here because the program keeps freezing.
Oh, okay, that could explain some. Because, yeah, for reference sake, we are playing on the PC version, but it doesn't have online multiplayer. Maybe that could be a feature in the future, kind of like some other decompiled N64 games, but right now we're just playing it via the traditional old way of just people remote into one system and just play through that. I will say, one thing about the multiplayer as well to mention is that you only have 2 options for your graphic on this one, so you can either use the map in the bottom corner, or you can press the C right button to use the icons moving on the course. You don't have your speedometer on this.
Back it up, Yoshi.
Backing up. Backing up.
I hate whenever that happens, because if I miss the ramp, I have to freaking back it up.
Yeah, and this is another thing that in newer Mario Kart games you don't have to worry about too much, because if you're too far away from the core track, the game starts counting it as out of bounds, and then from there, Black 2 will just pick you up and correct your position.
Yoshi. Luigi's like, are you okay, Yoshi?
No. I'm not DK!
Well, good news, Yoshi is Yoshi again, but now Donkey Kong's disguising himself as Yoshi in this graphic.
We're having an identity crisis over here.
Apparently, so I'm gonna ask the Yoshi to stand up and pick the next course. In this context, it's the real one, so Matt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can actually select this. Player 2, 3, and 4 if you're playing up to 4 players. They have control of the map select.
No, don't do it. I hate you.
What? I thought you liked this level.
Not on this program.
It's not bad in Wii, but in this one, yeah, I don't really care for Jungle Parkway too much as well. I can agree. It's mainly when you get out of the bound area, you just get the fruit thrown at you.
The coconuts, yeah.
It's really annoying when you have items. Like, I was able to smuggle a golden first, but now I'm just getting whacked out of the grass.
Is he back? Is DK backwards?
You're just now noticing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what was mentioned
God,
before with the glitchy graphics.
Oh my god. I did not even do that. This is bad.
To be fair, I did not expect to fail a shortcut at the end too, so I understand pain, just on a different level. DK flying through the air, though, in this version is also hilarious when he flips around.
No! I did... Is my cart just made of, like, bananas?
I mean, that would be thematically correct, I guess, for DK, his love of bananas.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to take a Sunday stroll
I shouldn't have
just to get
picked
through
this
this
level.
level.
I shouldn't have picked this level. Oh, I hate this level. Oh my god.
Hey, at least no one picked Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road, we'd be here for 20 minutes. That would be literally the whole video.
Dude, stop throwing your coconuts at me.
I think the coconuts were more as an autocorrect thing for players getting trapped, because it will eventually push you back into the course, but this is the only course, to my knowledge, in all franchise has something like that.
What? DK, stop! DK is a little drunk, I'm sorry.
DK know what's going on. DK just flips.
I swear DK's just drunk.
Had too much of that banana juice.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
I can play this course fine on, like, original hardware. Beep beep. What happened to you?
I don't know.
Good question.
The latency is killing me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, we'll look into it in between races for the final one to not be as bad. But to be fair, this is still a good demonstration of just how the multiplayer can work. Good luck on that bridge when you get there, by the way, because I don't know what was happening between all the laps, but that bridge is just nothing but banana peels now at the very end.
How did I get knocked out of the... You know what? I give up. Just go, Yoshi.
Ah!
Are you
Stop.
serious? It put me back down here. DK, you do not drive this way. Do not look sideways when you're driving.
Oh my god! I was never this bad at this game, I swear.
How am I in second?
Good question.
Because I'm doing horribly.
We're only on the second lap.
Oh my god.
As you're racing, I'm trying to fix this in real time, by the way. That's why some things might go a little crazy.
Come on, just get through the bridge. I don't care if you hit a banana.
What? How did I fall into the river where the bridge is?
I can't even back up.
Nice camera on Luigi's side. What in the hell are we looking at?
Won't you stop it? I've been beaten down enough today.
I like you're not even in the grass anymore, Yoshi. Well, I say as you drive into the grass, but ignore that. You were not in the grass, and you were still getting thrown like those durians at you.
I know.
The pain is over.
Oh my god. Never again. Never play this level again.
I'm Luigi, number 1.
Luigi's the only one that doesn't get changed. Thank God.
Yeah.
Alright, now for the final course, because now it's just back up to my pick at this point. And Toad's Turnpike. This is one I want to see how it works with the multiplayer stuff. And yeah, okay, there's a lot more traffic here.
Oh, goody.
Although I keep on missing the timing for the startup boost, and yet you two keep on either getting it or getting at least some of it. So you're doing better on that than me every time. Someone's played this game twice in the span of a week.
I just know that you hit your gas button at the 2.
Yeah.
That's how I've always done it.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's different in this game, because that wasn't really a thing until more modern Mario Karts, excuse me. It is more strict in Mario Kart 64 to get the fast start. You have to basically do it right when the lap actually starts, which is why it's so easy to miss.
Why didn't I get an item? I hit the box. I got cheated.
Excuse me, boss, coming through. This is so much worse in mirror mode, so be glad we're not playing mirror, because trying to drive this with oncoming traffic sucks. Oh, I actually hit someone with that? That was my shell.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
And what's worse in this track is that the bombs are always just going to be in the middle of the track and like random intervals, it seems like, for multiplayer. You got the traffic to worry about and then just random bombs. And sometimes you just can't avoid anything.
Whose bright idea was to put bombs in like every stage?
Yeah, I don't really understand that. It was probably just because of the lack of CPUs. They wanted to make these races a little bit harder for when there are big gaps, so that's where the bombs come in. But in some cases, like with this one, it just kind of adds more frustration.
Come on. Excuse me, truck. Do you have a thing against monkeys?
I mean, they might, because they didn't want to put the Bernie DK ad on their sites.
Oh my god. I'm at the finish line and I keep getting ran over.
That's still one of the most confusing ads. We see a lot of ads in this game which are just flat out references to real brands. To a point where they had to change one of the ads in this because in the original Japanese release, look a little too close to the actual brand they were trying to mimic, which was cigarettes. But I always wondered, what was the origin of the burning DK ad from Mario Kart 8? Why burning DK? And what was burning? Do I even want to know what was burning?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know who was
doing it
burn-
again. Come on, game.
I'll tell you what was burning though, my skills to a crisp.
It's burning so much because no one here knows how to do the ultra shortcut. To be fair, I really don't. I just know this course, if you like jump out of bounds, it just resets you behind the goal and then you just beat it. Time trialing this game has become extremely overpowered over the years.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Not the rail.
Louis, not Yoshi, whatever your name is, dinosaur. Control right, please.
Oh, now you're Luigi. Okay, you were Luigi for a second.
Yeah. The graphic's still doing its thing, but I guess it's fitting at this point we have one happy Luigi and two sad Yoshis to end this experience on a highway that has apparently literally everything happen at once. That's why I just kind of want to have this go for a second, because just watching Luigi just have a bad time is just kind of satisfying.
Wow, 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 wow.
Every time you finish a race, you get your versus points here on the screen, and this just stays the same for that multiplayer session. So we do get points in the same way as a Grand Prix. So by the end, I got 5. Yoshi, one of the Yoshis got 4. Got 1 6. It's like the point distribution, it really doesn't matter all too much. It's just trying to keep track of who got first, second, and third.
Yeah.
But again, with the graphics being a little glitchy here, some of this may not be the most accurate. But we pretty much saw how it went. First went to Luigi, second place Donkey Kong, the real one, and then third went to Yoshi, the other real one.
I don't even know who we are anymore.
Figment of imaginations. I will say, we did encounter a lot of weird graphical glitches, or some cases just game-breaking glitches in this multiplayer session of Mario Kart 64, but even remoting into someone's computer and playing the unofficial PC port of Mario Kart 64 still plays miles better than trying to play this game on the Nintendo Switch online.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
Oh, sweet mother of God. This is $20 a year again. Oh, sorry, hang on, that's the base tier. It's more for this one. Oh, sorry, did you buy a $450 new console that has a better wired chip in it, a wireless one? Nah, man, it doesn't matter. We got these servers on Windows 95 still. The item. Just listening to the demonic scroll. That's supposed to be much higher pitched than that. It's like, look, I don't care if you have 10 seconds of input delay. I think that's still a better experience than whatever this is. Because at least you can understand what you're hearing. Oh, ironically, when the music slowed down, the results screen actually kind of sounds like a banger. I thought it was gonna sound worse. No, it somehow sounds a little better. Oh, never mind, there it is.
Yep. Use my input.
I know, they're lucky we're coming out.
Nintendo, fix this! As he's like, please end me.
Yeah, to be fair, same.
like Mario Kart 64, I swear to.
It's a great game, I swear. But we only play the worst versions possible. Join us next time we play this on an Etch-a-Sketch. It might play better than the Switch version.
Yeah. Oh my god, my ears are bleeding. From that.
$20 a year. Or $50 a year to get to this tier. Which ironically gives you worse service. And I can't wait for the new expansion pass, which will cost more money, and a new system, and cause more lag. Please, never again. So that was the versus mode. I mean, other than some of our own internal issues due to just streaming us, what do we think of some of the changes here for the unofficial PC port for multiplayer?
Yeah, it seems like it fixes a lot.
It didn't fix the jankness, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can never fix the jank, and that's just a fun thing. Especially when this adds new jank on top of jank. That's just a jank sandwich. It's better, though, if you can play this locally. The only official way you can play Mario Kart 64 nowadays online is using the Switch Online service, which has its own fair share of problems as well. Don't get us wrong on that front. So, it's best if you can to still get in person and hook up with the original system and play this in multiplayer, or just break out a PC now with this game and play it like that as well in multiplayer. This works really well, pretty much every piece of hardware that I've tested on. But that's gonna do it for this video of Mario Kart 64. Thanks to Matsop Adventures and Etern Unique for joining me for this said multiplayer session, and join us back here next time around. We'll be meeting up once again to play more Mario Kart 64 multiplayer, but this time around, we'll be taking a look at the battle mode. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.